You guys really like seeing small details in LEGO Minecraft, so I scoured the internet and found 22 more, like the first Minecraft minifigure with a 2-color arm mold, a camel with water inside of it, and a magma cube that actually jumps. So let's get right into it with the Iron Golem Fortress set. Now, if you've played Minecraft, you know that iron golems are these massive protectors that defend villages from hostile mobs. They're absolutely huge in-game, and they're one of the strongest allies you can have. So when LEGO made the Iron Golem Fortress set in 2023, they had a choice to make. They could either build a fortress with an iron golem, or they could do something way cooler. And trust me, they did something way cooler. The entire fortress transforms into a giant playable iron golem. You can literally pick up the entire build, rearrange the sections, and turn it into this massive golem figure that stands on its own. It's basically a display piece and an action figure all in one. This is one of the coolest play features in LEGO Minecraft, but another one is in the original Ender Dragon set from 2014. The Ender Dragon is the final boss in Minecraft. You travel to the end, fight your way through Endermen, and then you have this epic boss battle. In-game, the dragon flies around in circles, swooping down to attack you and then flying back up. So how did LEGO recreate that? Well, if you press down on one of the cubes on the dragon's back, the wings actually flap. It's such a simple mechanism, but it makes the dragon feel alive instead of just being a static play piece. And since the wing pieces look like actual wings instead of the brick-built ones in the newer set, it just makes it look 10 times better. But now, let's talk about the creeper set from 2025. Now, obviously, everyone knows what a creeper is, but do you know how the creeper was created? Because it was never actually supposed to exist. The creator was trying to code a pig, and he accidentally swapped the height and width values. So instead of a short, wide pig, he got this tall, skinny creature with a pig's face on it. And instead of fixing the mistake, he turned it into the creeper. But how did LEGO reference this? Well, if you open up the creeper's head, there's a minifigure of that original pig shaped like a creeper inside of it. This story has gotten pretty big over the years, so pretty much everyone gets the reference as soon as they see it. But speaking of what's inside creepers, the baby pig's birthday celebration set has another creeper detail. Creepers are basically walking bombs, and even though Minecraft's been around forever, we have no idea what the anatomy of a creeper actually is, so we have no idea why they explode. So when LEGO made this set, instead of putting a pig creeper in there, they put a small block of TNT, since this creeper was actually big enough to fit something inside of its head. Anyways, now let's talk about the Pillager Outpost and Ravager set. Ravagers show up during village raids, and they're these massive angry creatures with huge mouths full of teeth. They charge at you, deal massive damage, and destroy crops just by walking over them. So when LEGO made this set, they had to capture that aggressive energy somehow, and they did it with one button. There's a button mechanism built into the Ravager's back, and when you press it, the mouth opens like it's about to bite something. It's such a simple play feature, but it makes the Ravager way more fun to interact with. Another set from 2025 with a clever play feature is the Trial Chamber. Now, if you've played the recent Minecraft updates, you know about the Breeze. It's this hostile mob that floats around trial chambers and shoots wind projectiles that knock you back. LEGO made a spring-loaded shooter for this set, but here's the clever part. The shooter has a specific connection point designed for the Breeze. You can attach it above the shooter, and when you fire it, it looks like it's actually shooting the projectile. LEGO could have just made a generic shooter, but instead they engineered it specifically to work with the Breeze, which is really sick. But now let's talk about the Parrot Houses set, because this one has something that's actually a really big deal. This set has the first Minecraft minifigure with a 2-color arm mold. Now, if you don't collect a lot of LEGO, you might not realize how rare 2-color arm molds actually are. Most minifigures just have solid color arms, or they have printed designs on them. But 2-color arm molds have 2 different colors molded together into one piece, and they're way more expensive to produce. You need special manufacturing equipment to inject 2 colors of plastic into the mold at the same time. And it's crazy that a Minecraft minifigure got one, since they don't even get printed legs. Minifigures in most LEGO themes have printed details on the legs, but Minecraft has always had plain solid color legs. So the fact that Minecraft got a 2-color arm mold before they got printed legs is honestly pretty wild. But let's move on to the Badlands Mineshaft set, because it's one of the only sets that made the exploding TNT play feature way cooler. It's one of the oldest play features in LEGO Minecraft, and usually it just pops out some blocks, but in this set, lava actually falls in its place. This has literally happened to all of us in game. I've gotten lazy digging a million times and just blown up the cave with TNT, only to get jump scared by lava and have to start all over. This is a rite of passage in Minecraft, so it's awesome to see it in LEGO. But now let's talk about the Cherry Blossom Garden set, because this one has two cool details, and they both have to do with the Sniffer. Since these guys are pretty new, here's a general breakdown of how they work. There are these ancient passive mobs that wander around peacefully, and their main thing is sniffing the ground to find seeds. In game, you see them lower their heads and sniff the dirt, so LEGO included a play feature that makes the Sniffer sniff. But it doesn't stop there. Remember, all these guys do is sniff up seeds. So in the set, there are seed pieces hidden in the terrain, and when you make the Sniffer sniff in the right spot, he pushes them above ground, just like how they do in Minecraft. LEGO never makes a play feature based on a mob's function in game, so this was really cool to see. Another hidden detail is in the pirate ship Voyage set. This one comes with a brick-built camel, and in-game, camels are desert mobs. The whole point of them is that they can store water for long periods of time, just like how they do in real life. So what did LEGO do? They put a blue 2x4 brick inside the camel's body to represent water. You'd have to buy this set just to know this detail existed, so there's no way I could have left it out. Anyways, let's move on to the Nether Portal Ambush set, because there's a play feature in here that hits really close to home, just like that lava TNT detail. This set comes with a ghast, and before you ask, yes, it can in fact shoot fireballs, but that's nowhere near the coolest thing about this set. LEGO made it so these fireballs can shoot out really fast, which is very important for this set in particular. In game, all of our worst nightmares is a ghast shooting the Nether portal and locking us in the Nether. And because of how fast the fireballs shoot in the LEGO version, you can actually recreate this exact nightmare. The purple pieces for the portal act like breakaway glass, so you can shoot them and make the portal look extinguished, which is really sick. Another hidden detail is in the Turtle Beach House set, and this one's pretty similar to the blue brick in the Camel. If you look inside the turtle's head, you can find a brain piece, like what LEGO does for brick heads. It's completely hidden once the turtle is fully assembled, so you'd never know it was there, which I think is really funny. Anyways, now let's talk about the Bee Cottage set, because LEGO had to get pretty creative for this one. Since this set is focused around bees, it meant that LEGO had to somehow incorporate them into the build, even though bees can fly and LEGO bricks can't. So how did they do it? Well, first they had to make them float, and to do that, they took advantage of transparent clear pieces and mounted them to a tree. Now, from far away, they almost look like they're floating, but they still had the second problem, making them fly. But luckily, they killed two birds with one stone. Because of how it's built, you can flick the bees and they'll spin around in circles like they're flying. It's not the most accurate play feature, but they need literal magic to make LEGO bees fly around everywhere. So this is more than good enough. But let's jump back to an older set for a second, because the Snow Hideout set from 2015 has an exploding snow block feature. Obviously, explosions destroy blocks and send them flying in every direction. So LEGO built a mechanism where you can trigger an explosion and make snow blocks fly off the build. This is the only exploding play feature I've seen that doesn't have TNT, so I just had to put it in the video. Another set from 2015 with a sick detail is the Nether Fortress, and it has to do with glowstone. Glowstone is this bright yellowish block that spawns in the Nether. It emits the maximum light level in the game, making it one of the best light sources you can use. So how did LEGO recreate this? Well, they used glow-in-the-dark pieces for the glowstone blocks. If you turn off the lights, the set actually glows just like glowstone does in game, but don't expect it to light up your entire room. It's only a few studs. This isn't the only cool detail in this set though. The ghast comes with two different facial expressions that you can swap out. Ghast float around looking sad until they spot a player. Then they get all angry and start shooting fireballs. So LEGO included both faces as printed tiles, which is such a nice touch. Moving on from that though, let's talk about the cave set from 2014, because it has a detail you'd only notice after you've finished building. Where the lava flow meets the water stream, there are two black 2x2s just sitting there. And even though they seem random, they actually aren't. They're sitting right where the lava and water come together. And what happens in Minecraft when you mix lava and water? You get obsidian. So these black 2x2s are there to represent that ore. Another set from 2014 with a surprising detail is the crafting box. This one comes with a table that shows how every block in Minecraft is built in LEGO. It's basically a periodic table that shows which LEGO pieces represent which Minecraft blocks. So if you're building and you're not sure what a certain piece is is supposed to be, you can just check the table. The crafting box sets are also special because they always have these really cool designs on the box, but the boxes for LEGO Minecraft in general have actually evolved a lot over the years. In 2014, the sets had this green trim around the perimeter with a creeper's face in the top right corner, but in 2017, LEGO changed it to a pickaxe. The next change happened in 2018, and this time they changed the pickaxe to a picture of Alex and Steve. After this, the next change was in 2020, and that year they just took the trim away, which was pretty weird because they literally just brought it back in 2023, except now it had this cool pixelated effect in the corner. The biggest change though was for the Minecraft movie. These sets all got realistic box art, which looked really cool compared to the regular box design, and it matches the movie really well. But now let's take a look at the trading post set. This one comes with a wandering trader minifigure, and in game, the wandering trader shows up randomly and offers trades for rare items. In the set, LEGO built him his own little trading stand, which isn't technically how they work in game, but at the stand, you can flip the table over to reveal items available for trade. LEGO always gives Minecraft sets little play features, and this one fits this set really well. Another fun detail is in the mountain cave set from 2017, and it also has to do with a minifigure. This one comes with 6 of them, but one of them is a charged creeper, and the mountain cave was actually the first set to get one. In game, charged creepers are super rare, since the only way they happen is if a creeper gets struck by lightning. And out of every set in LEGO Minecraft, you can only find a charged creeper in 4 of them, which makes sense because of how rare they are in game. But now let's talk about the Nether Railway set from 2017. I know it looks pretty boring, but there's actually a really cool detail with the magma cube. When you go past it on the cart, there's a mechanism that makes it look like it's jumping, just like it does in game. Now, obviously it isn't 100% accurate since it doesn't separate into different layers, but this is still a really cool play feature. This last detail though is gonna blow your mind. The Illager raid set comes with 5 minifigures, 2 Illagers, 2 villagers, and Kai from Ninjago. Now, I have no idea why he's here in the Minecraft universe, but this isn't the first time LEGO's done something like this. They also made a minifigure of Nick Bluetooth from Galador for the Minecraft theme. So I guess when LEGO makes Cameo minifigures for Minecraft, they have to be famous. So who knows, maybe Emmett will be next. But what was your favorite small detail in this video? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.